This podcast supports an autosave feature. Please do not turn off your device when you see the autosave icon. Hey everybody. Wait, what is that from? Hey everybody.
Hey everybody.
Is that from something?
No, that's original. That's all you.
Sweet. Hey everybody, welcome to the AutosavePodcast, save file number 12. This is we're kind of changed up. Listen, it's taken us 12 episodes. We're gonna find our format, I promise. This is
we're gonna get it.
Yeah,
we're onto something. We're onto something good.
We're onto something, especially with this episode. So last week, if you guys listened, or last episode, if you listened, we talked about canceled games, and we thought it was actually really cool the way we kind of just took a topic and just started talking about it, and kind of went into more detail about one topic as opposed to talking about news, because news always changes, and we're not doing this. The news is going to change from the time that we record this and the time that it, the audio goes up on SoundCloud or iTunes or Spotify, wherever we have it up.
Basically.
Excuse me, yeah. So we thought it'd be cool, and also, like, we want these to have re-listenability. Is that even a word?
We want to be in your ear holes.
Yeah.
We want to be in there. We want to walk around.
Ooh.
We want to be. Hey, I got a question for you. Did you pre-record the intro?
No.
For the
every time I do
say that every
live.
time?
Yeah.
That is live every time. Live in the inside.
On Twitch, I do it live. Like when you and I record it, I do it live. But I have an audio version that I put on the podcast that it's just saved in a template.
That's so legit.
Yeah, and it sounds the same every time.
Every time. That's why I'm like, I was listening to it this time. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna listen. We'll see if he screws up.
And I didn't.
He didn't screw up. But yeah, I think this format's gonna work good for us because there's a lot of stuff you could talk about. We have opinions.
We do have opinions.
They're qualified opinions.
I was just gonna say they're not great opinions, but they're opinions.
They're not good, and like they're disclaimer, at least for me, 90% of what I say, probably wrong. As if just I make it up and like it sounds good sometimes. I like it.
That's whatever, dude. As long as you get to throw your opinions out into the ether.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, but you know what I was thinking? We were talking about, like, what do we want to do? And I kind of like this because these topics that we're going to talk about, they don't... I don't want to say they don't age, but, like, 3 weeks from now, if you listen to this episode, it's good. Yeah, it won't be like, oh, like, if you listen to one of our other podcasts, it's like, oh, we talked about news. Oh, there's Smash Brothers news. Like, you can't re-listen to that.
Yeah.
It's not that interesting. So...
And for all you bums out there, we work full-time jobs.
We do.
Full-time jobs.
I have an interview on Friday, so...
Which you're going to nail.
Thanks, babe.
You're going to kill it. Best of luck.
Thanks, dude. Those of you watching the Twitch stream, and Marshall, you can look too. I bought this. My birthday was last Friday, so
happy birthday.
Thank you, sir. Amanda's family, her mom got me a $50 Amazon gift card, and so being me, I used it the very first day, and this was on sale. It's a Logitech, which number is it? G602. Oops. Wireless lag-free gaming mouse.
That's nice.
It is. My other one was a G502, I think. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, G502. It's the exact same thing except for just wired. But it was $25, so I got that. And my second item, and you're gonna be super jealous, I got a squatty potty.
Bro,
dude,
I have a squatty potty in my basement.
Do you really have a squatty potty?
Yes,
dude.
My uncle got it for me for Christmas.
Is it the best thing ever?
It makes my butt fall asleep. I don't know.
Like, is that a bad thing?
Well, you're using your butt. You don't want it to fall asleep. You know what I mean?
Like, you know when your foot falls asleep and you get that tingly feeling? Do your ass cheeks like get tingly?
Yeah, because like, well, it depends. It depends. Really, I think it depends on how high or low your toilet is, because the squatty potty is not adjustable for
I
length.
think
For height. Oh, that's loud.
I think you might be able to get some that are.
Well, either way, the toilet that I have in the basement is pretty low already, so my knees are at my chin.
Oh,
My butt
that's
falls
pretty
asleep,
small. Yeah.
and I love it. Highly recommended.
Well, it's coming tomorrow, so I'll update you with my first number 2 on the squatty pots.
Oh man!
What?
Shout out to my main dog, Kip Winger, in chat.
Who's Kip Winger?
Kip Wanger. Kip Wanger.
Who's Kip Wanger?
That's my buddy from work.
Oh, hi Kip Wanger. Thanks for listening.
His name is
Kip?
Kip.
Is his last name Wanger? Or Wagner?
No. No.
Oh.
You say Wagner?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, because you just switch the N and the G. Wagner.
Yeah, it's actually I actually work with a Wagner too. That's funny.
Is his name Kip?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
Failed.
Kit.
Like the car. I got it. Oops. Sorry. So, as I mentioned earlier, today's episode is going to be a little bit different than our normal, because we kind of want to do this whole thematic format where we talk about shit that, you know, has re-listenability. I don't even know if that's a word. But at this point, I'm making it a word.
Linkativity.
Linkativity. Oh, and I also got this shirt. Those of you on Twitch, you can see my Scoops Ahoy shirt.
Scoops.
Oh, and little side story. So, Saturday we went to a pool party at her aunt's house, which was great. And on the way home, we're like, let's get ice cream. So we were like, oh, we kind of want Baskin Robbins. Baskin Robbins right now is doing a Stranger Things theme ice cream.
Oh yeah, the Scoops Ahoy flavor.
Yeah, and all the people that work there are wearing Scoops Ahoy shirts. And
That's special.
I walk in with my shirt. I'm wearing this, and they're like, "Oh, hey, nice shirt." I'm like, "Oh,
Are
hey.
you here for work, dude, or what? Because we're short staffed. You better go get a scoop.
I'm the manager from the 9 Mile store. I need to confiscate all of your ice cream, please.
Yeah, we need 2 pints of double chocolate chunk.
I need that.
And those tracks.
Yeah, it was good ice cream though. I just got a vanilla milkshake because I'm boring.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. There's nothing wrong. No, nothing wrong with vanilla.
That's my
French
favorite
vanilla
ice cream. French vanilla ice cream with chocolate syrup. It's plain, but I'm a plain Jane. I'm a plain Jane.
What can you say?
What can you say?
So, what did you get? Any games? You playing anything? I would like to. We got to maintain the
the
what
normal
you've been playing.
Yeah, I feel like
because
we do.
Then we might lose our credibility, and if I lose my cred, man.
Little behind the scenes, we just do a little banter first,
Yeah,
and then we do what you plan, and then we go into the topic.
Yeah.
Yikes. I've been playing. Ooh. I can't.
I got your back.
I can't talk about it.
What?
I signed an NDA.
Oh.
Okay. So small, very quick. I played Ghost Recon Breakout or
Breakpoint. Point Break.
The technical test. I'm not allowed to talk about it because in the game, when you start, you have to sign a non-disclosure agreement. I will say, thumbs up so far. That's all I'm gonna say. But I've been playing that. I also been playing. Me and a few friends have been playing Apex Ranked, doing pretty well in that.
I haven't.
I know you haven't.
What do you mean?
You're not my friend. Anyway,
we gotta keep the professional relationship intact.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, we can't make. Yeah, pretty much. I've also been doing Apex Watch Dogs and League. So.
Very good.
Yep. I mean, same stuff as always. I just need to catch up on a lot of single player games. So. It's probably going to be the same for me.
That's what we're gonna be doing.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing that.
Do you want to plug our new thing that we're doing?
Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah, we'll plug it at the beginning and at the end. Go for it, baby.
Yeah, so in an effort to create more and different content, I have invested in a little bit of money into some equipment so that we can actually do full YouTube videos. And the idea is, I mean, it's still kind of we have
to flesh it out.
We got to flesh it out a little bit, but basically what we're going to be doing is once a month, Kazmiik's gonna come by, and we're gonna sit and we're gonna play a game that maybe he hasn't played, or maybe I haven't played, or maybe we haven't played, or maybe nobody's played.
Yeah.
And we're gonna record and do some commentary, and hopefully come up with
10, 15, 20 minutes of
10,
content.
15, 20 minutes of videos that we'll release weekly. We have our games selected. I just redid, I don't know if you can see behind me. I brought the PS4 games downstairs. I'm making it look more of a
Like a
library,
backdrop?
like more of a collection.
Do you and you have, you know what? I have nothing to do with my pop dolls, like my Funko Pops.
Yeah.
Maybe I come and put them in the background a little bit.
I
Like there are a
have,
bunch of Marvel ones.
I have an extra shelf that I'm putting over, and then I have one extra one that there would be room for that if you chose to.
I think that'd be a good investment because I have nothing to do with them right now. Like they're just this drawer right here.
Just
They're
full
just
of
in
them.
there. Yeah.
Full of them.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple that I'm gonna keep here, like the one that Amanda got me for Valentine's Day. She got me like the gold Captain America one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna be trying to extend out a little bit, because then that way we can have more content out more frequently.
Yeah.
Because it's, this podcast is sponsored by hardworking Kazmiik and Crash, and that's it.
That's it. It's sponsored by us.
That's it. It's just sponsored by us.
Yeah. I mean, I
And my
don't
wife
expect
puts
us
up
to
with
be
it.
getting like, what'd you say?
And my wife puts up with it.
Yeah. I don't expect us to get like hella views or anything, but I think it's just fun because I went to school for TV and film, like video editing and all that stuff.
All right.
So
Yep.
it'd be fun to just put out a little show and
Yeah.
edit it together, even work together and edit stuff together.
I think we would make hundreds.
Hundreds of views over all of them.
I think we would make dozens of money.
Dozens of, you know what?
I think-
I'm okay with dozens of money. That's dozens of burgers.
That is dozens of burgers.
Mhm.
We should use burgers as currency.
We should.
Extra. Oh my god.
I was gonna say something about cheddar.
No. No. Well,
Extra cheddar.
I have been playing Uncharted 4. I streamed last week and
Are you liking it so far?
Oh yeah. It's incredible.
It's so good.
It's incredible. Still unsure if I'm gonna get the platinum on it because it's pretty involved and I got a lot to play. Ooh, excuse me.
Isn't there a lot of like multiplayer trophies on it?
No, there's 5 or 6, but they're not difficult. One is like complete 5 multiplayer matches. The one that would kind of take a while, depending on matches, is you have to resurrect like 5 allies when they go down.
Oh, I'll just play with you,
Yeah, because I suck, so you'll get it quick.
and I'll just kill myself. So
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll get it cracking. But I did pick up. I got an Elgato.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
I picked up. I didn't get I got the HD60, not the HD60S. So I was tooling with that. I'm gonna need your help figuring out how it works because
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
I
I got a
mine right here.
converter.
What's the difference between the 60 and the 60S? Because I know I got the 60S.
The 60S, I think. There's something with encoding or whatever.
Oh,
I don't really
visually
know.
looks the same as far as the actual device goes, I assume.
Yeah,
Okay.
as far as I can tell. I mean, either way, you're capturing 1080p 60 frames, which is all we really want.
Yeah. But yeah, we're excited to give you guys all that content. Those of you who are listening on the audio, feel free to follow us on YouTube. Just search the AutosavePodcast, and I always feel cheesy as shit saying this, but click on the bell to get notified. Like one of those fucking. Anyway.
You know, honestly though, we don't really upload that much just yet. So like, you'd be
No.
cool to not do that. Just
No, you can, but you'll just have to wait a little bit.
you can't. Oh yeah, when we actually start making the videos.
Yeah, you'll get notified.
Legit.
Okay, so yeah, on to today's
Kick it
topic.
off.
Today's topic is, we kind of touched on this a little bit last week with one of the games on our list, but we're going to be talking about controversial games in video game history. Now, these video games range from like the early 80s all the way up to the late 2010s. So we'll kind of get into it. Sorry, I've spilled zombies wrong. Okay. Oh, excuse me. I'm drinking seltzer water, and I forget how much this shit makes me fucking burp.
You're burping it.
I'm burping it, baby.
You're burping. You know, and what's cool is, and I mean, video game controversy is great.
Yeah.
It's always great because video games, my opinion, and it's an opinion that I think is widely held, video games is art. Video games is art.
They is art.
Video games is art.
They is art.
And if it's not controversial, is it really art?
You know what, though? Because there's a lot of, like, other types of art that are controversial as well. Like, there a lot of
interpretive dance. Shia LaBeouf.
Yes, always. But I was more thinking of, like, wasn't the Mona
Real
Lisa
things.
like stuff like the Mona Lisa was controversial?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that painting exactly, but I mean I don't even know any specifically. But there have been art pieces that have been controversial, like sculptures. Ooh, excuse me. Like in any form of art, you're gonna have controversy. No matter, there's gonna be people who hate it and want to make controversy, but there are also like things that are going to be blatantly controversial.
Right.
You know what I mean? And those are some of these games in this series, or in this list that we have. Some of them are going to be like, you're going to be like, what the fuck? Like, they made that into a game? And yes, they did. But there are some that are controversial to some, non-controversial to others. And we'll kind of talk about those. So I have a list of about 22-ish, so we'll kind of go through them. I'll give a little brief description of why they're controversial, and then we'll talk about it in a little bit more in depth if we'd like to. I mean, other than if we'd like to talk about it more than this little thing that we got. So we can kind of go back and forth if you'd like to.
Yeah,
I know we did it for the top 10. We kind of just went 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, but
yeah.
So the first one on the list, I'm just going to go straight down the list. I didn't put these in any particular order.
We
have Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus.
Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein.
It's very controversial. Very, very controversial.
Yeah. In addition to its gore, people were upset about the killing of Nazis and the KKK in this game, given the current political climate in the U.S., which I can see that. I mean, it's a very hot topic.
Yeah.
Paxson.
I think, was it more that they were in the game? Wasn't it like the Nazi symbolism what was controversy?
Yeah, I think it was part of like that. I think it was the people associated with that party. I don't even want to necessarily call it a party, but that group, people who were associated with that group, they didn't want their names slandered, I assume.
Really? I mean, it's kind of hard to. I mean, could you slander it more than it already?
No, but I mean, but in their minds, though. Listen,
yeah, no, it's
in their minds, they're in the right, and then
we are. This is ridiculous.
This is real.
Okay, buddy. Oh wait, that was Wolfenstein 2.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about the original Wolfenstein.
I mean, I'm sure it was.
That was real. People were pissed that you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure the first one had the same, but I mean, with the current political climate, because of everything swirling around the president and all that, we're not going to go into politics. But
did you play Wolfenstein 2?
I beat it.
Wasn't it? I mean,
it's fucking great.
I don't really remember, but it was so cool when you were walking through the town and the parade, and the Nazis are talking to the KKK, and they're like quizzing them on their German.
Yeah.
Not that, but it was just the alternate history and how that would actually have probably happened.
Yeah.
It's very.
Have you seen? This is a little tiny bit off topic, but have you seen or heard of the show called The Man in the High Castle?
Mm-mm.
It's an Amazon original, and it's essentially the TV show is. It starts off telling a story about these people who are in an alternate universe where Germany and Japan won the Second World War.
Yeah.
And like Hitler is in power, and all the states are sectioned off between like New Japan and like New Germany. I think they're like differently named, but one half of the country is ran by Japan, the other is ran by Germany, and then there's like this middle section that's kind of like the neutral area. But it's great to see. It's in the same vein as Wolfenstein, where it's like
alternate history.
Yeah, Yeah.
It would have been a very different place, that's for sure.
Yeah. If you guys should check out that show if you're interested in it. It's really good.
I liked in Red Dead how you could just blow up. I have there's a video clip that I saved. I threw dynamite at a rally. They were like welcoming in a new member, and I threw a stick of dynamite and killed them all. And there's no consequence, so that's cool.
I think
All right.
your internet's doing something weird.
You're doing something weird.
I know.
Can you hear me okay now?
You sound a little Robotnik.
Let me still?
A little bit. Is Steam downloading? No, it's your mic is doing pixely stuff too.
Do you want to call me back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where is okay?
How about now?
I didn't even call you. You just rejoined. But yeah, it's a lot better.
Okay.
Cool.
So, I have a lot of experience with this next one.
What is it?
Mortal Kombat.
You have a lot of experience, yet you just went silent. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think this was the first like incredibly violent video game, but it's definitely one of the most popular. Being
Robotnik again.
Why?
I don't know. Are you downloading something? You downloading prawns?
Video connected. No. Don't download that.
Is
No
Steam
more.
going?
I don't think so. Shouldn't be a problem. I never normally have problems. I never have problems.
Wow. That's. I feel like that's cocky of you to say.
But you heard me.
I did hear you.
Hold on. I'm just gonna. I don't.
You're okay. You're okay.
Okay.
For now. Yeah. If it gets any worse,
So-
we'll figure it out.
I remember being a small child and wanting Mortal Kombat.
Mm-hmm.
And my
As
mom was like,
all
no.
of us did.
She was like, no. I'm like, Mom, it doesn't even look real. It looks like just ketchup getting sprayed all over the place.
I know
So
what
eventually
blood
she
is,
got it.
Mom.
I know what blood is, Mom. I have it.
Duh.
I've scraped a knee. That's about as bad as it gets.
Yeah, that's Mortal Kombat.
That's about as bad as it gets. No, there was no lying about Mortal Kombat. They blasted that shit on the news.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. That's Mortal Kombat's responsible for the ESRB.
Yep.
So, thanks Ed Boon,
And
Tobias Funke.
is that it? That's not his last name.
Okay, probably not.
No, Tobias Funke is Arrested Development Tobias.
Yeah, isn't that not the guy?
Same guy. You got me. It's the same guy.
Same guy.
Same guy.
Same guy.
I before reading this list, I have not heard of our third one. It is called Night Trap. Have you ever heard of it?
I've heard of Night Trap. Limited Run Games just released a physical copy for the Switch and the PS4 because for some reason,
No, they didn't.
yeah, so for some reason people want to play that game again.
They did not.
They did.
No, I don't believe you.
Look it up.
I'm not gonna look it up because that makes me just seem gullible.
Look it up. Night Trap. Seriously. Here it goes. Clickety clickety clack. Read it out loud.
What?
Read it out loud. He's watching the trailer right now.
Night Trap 25th Anniversary Edition.
Yeah.
Why?
They released a collector's edition. Yeah.
Anyway, released in 1992 on the Sega CD, Night Trap used full motion video to suggest violence and murder as vampire-like creatures known as augurs stalked teenage girls throughout a mansion.
Yeah. They also, this was big time controversial through the
Slap the
news.
bass, big time.
Big time. Because they thought that like the player was working against the girls and trying to trap them so that the vampire-like creatures could get them. But you weren't. You were trying to help them out. And of course, you know, everybody likes a good story, so they just ran with that you're a crazy person that has levers and pulleys to trap women in a house.
You don't have levers and pulleys?
If you don't have levers and pulleys,
What is that one trap that like has like a net on the ground and you step into it and somebody pulls it and it brings you up in the net?
No, that's called it's a okey doke. Heckin' bamboozled.
I tried so hard to keep a straight face. It's called an okey doke.
It's called getting got.
You done got.
You done get got. I never played it though. I do have, and currently still have a Sega CD, but I do not have Night Trap. I never played it.
Oh, for our show, we should get the Night Trap, the 25th anniversary.
That's like $30 or $40.
But that's only
for a
$20
really
a
bad game.
piece.
Huh?
It's only $20 a piece.
I don't even know if $5 is worth that game.
We'll just get it on the Sega CD.
You know, I got all these games though. We can just play these.
No.
I got like so many back
We
there.
buy Night Trap. What about we buy the next one? The next one on the list. We'll play that one.
Carmageddon. I don't know, what's that even for?
I don't even remember, to be honest.
Carmageddon.
They have it on PS4. It was PlayStation.
Oh, this one. Max. Okay, apparently it's on Steam, so that's possible.
Okay. Oh wait, no, there's a new one, Carmageddon Max Damage. This one is there's an original one for PlayStation. That's the one we're talking about. So in this one, the thing that was controversial about it is usually racing titles are common in video games. They give you bonuses. Wait, what? While racing titles are common in video games, ones that give you bonuses for running over pedestrians are not. That led to some countries, including Germany, to censor Carmageddon. Pedestrians were replaced with zombies and robots. However, Brazil outright banned the title. Because you get bonus points for running over people.
Yeah.
GTA.
Yeah.
Except for I don't think you get
bonuses. Does that not happen in real life?
You never just ran over somebody and then you got extra gas in your gas tank?
Yeah. You get a speed boost.
Speed boost.
Speed boost. Yeah, we're not getting Night Trap on Sega CD because it's like $200.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Night Trap PAL. No, we're not doing that.
I'll just get a ROM.
No, we don't do that here. We don't do emulators.
Nobody heard me say that. It's okay. I'll just cut it out of the audio. JK, but you've played this next one though.
JK, too lazy.
You have played this next one though a bunch.
Yeah.
I played this one too.
Manhunt?
Yeah.
Manhunt series. This 2003 survival horror title filled with gruesome executions is considered one of the most graphic and violent video games ever. It was banned for sale in Australia, just like every other game.
Yeah.
Australia has some weak ass.
So does Germany, I'm noticing in this.
Yeah. Yeah. Manhunt also wound up at the center of an investigation of the murder of a 14-year-old in England. Initial media reports alleged that the killer was inspired by the game, but it was later determined that the title played no role in the crime.
I just want to commend you for your newscaster voice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I
Back
warmed
to
it
you,
up.
Phil.
I got that buttery smooth voice.
It's so buttery.
So yeah, I remember when this came out. I was only wanted it because, and this is, you're gonna probably see a theme with most of these. A lot of them are controversial for controversy's sake.
Yeah.
Like the one at the bottom, at the top of the next page, is basically they made it
just to be
hyper
controversial.
violent, just to be controversial because that's gonna sell copies.
And the one right below it, probably.
Probably that one. Well, we'll see what that is. Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, because and this was back. I mean, 2003 was still kind of. It was still kind of hard to find titles. Like you still needed to reserve games back then.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they might not have actually got them. And Manhunt was sold out everywhere. And I think I found it at Media Play.
I think I just got it from GameStop or Funkoland.
Funkoland. It's not a great game.
No.
It is it's like very visceral though. Like you murder people and it doesn't cut. It just shows it.
Mm-hmm.
So for the time, it was a very visceral game. Really cool though. It's really an interesting concept where we'll do a quick thing over it. This crazy dude wants to direct the most violent snuff film ever. So you're basically locked down in this section of the city with all these gang members hopped up on drugs trying to kill you, and you have to make your way through it. And there's just all manner of fucked up things. So it is like it's a cool concept, and I would actually like to play more of it. And now that I have a capture card and a converter for my video, I can play everything. I can stream everything. It's gonna be great.
Boy. Exciting.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything except my Vita, which I would totally stream like a shit ton of Vita games.
You can't plug the Vita into that.
I don't
there's
think
no
so.
adapter. I'm sure you could.
I don't.
One.
I don't know.
Did you have an Atari? No.
No.
So neither of us would have played this one. The next one is Custer's Revenge. One of the most controversial games. This Atari 2600 game from 1982 featured a naked General Custer who rapes bound Native American women. Now, that doesn't sound controversial to me, and I don't know. No, it's fucked up. While the game sold more copies than others released by publisher Mystique, the controversy eventually led to it being removed from circulation. I mean, as you can probably tell.
Call. Good call.
That's a good call.
It's a good call. I wonder. I just kind of wonder, like, why.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many other ones, like down here, like down in the second half, that are like, what? There's some on this list that are like, why would you even make this? Like, you know that this is just gonna, you're just gonna get backlash for it. And then there's other ones on this list that are like, why are you on the list?
Well, see, the thing is,
like Custer's Revenge. Why is that on the list?
It's 82. There was no social media. There was nothing. So there was no reason for them to make it controversial to sell copies.
Yeah. I mean, which it's even weirder, like, to think about why they even made it like that in the first place. You know?
Why they just made it, period.
Right. I don't know.
Next one. It's a wonderful series. One of the most... Actually, the most profitable video game last year, Grand Theft Auto.
Yep.
The series. These games include violence, killing, even cops, drug use, and torture. While GTA has become one of the most popular franchises in gaming with 15 titles thus far, that has not stopped some countries, including Thailand and the United Arab Emirates. From banning the series. The UAE from banning the series.
Congratulations. I'm proud of you.
You're welcome.
You read the word countries.
I messed that one up, but got the country right.
You messed up countries, but you got Emirates.
I could point that out on a map too, just so you know.
Emirates.
Grand Theft Auto 3, I think, was probably the biggest one.
Yeah, 3. I think 3 and Vice City were the two biggest ones.
I love Vice City though.
Dude, Vice City is so much fun.
And it's so funny. It's always been this game in particular. This series was. I'd be working, and I know you know this. I know you've been there. I know you've been there, son. That working at GameStop.
Yeah.
10-year-old. I want Grand Theft Auto.
Oh yeah.
Mom's like, I don't know. Is there any nudity in this?
I worked there when 5 came out. I think I worked there when like San Andreas came out. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
there any nudity
blood,
in this?
gore, violence, shooting cops, doing drugs? But there's no nudity, right? What?
No
really?
boobs. If there's no boobs, you can take it.
You can
you can have it.
Rip someone's teeth out with a claw of a hammer.
Yeah.
But if I see a nipple, I'm out. We are done.
One tit and I'm out.
That's hell. Great series though. I mean, and it's you barely ever really do horrible things to like innocent people.
It's not
as far as the story goes. Like you can mow down a group and throw a Molotov cocktail.
You have
a school bus full of children, but in the story, you're really just doing things to other criminals or cops.
You have the freedom to do it, but it's not like they didn't create the game like General Custer. They created that game so you could rape Native American women. Like they didn't create this game so you could kill cops and run them over.
Yeah. Yeah.
They created the game for the story, and
You
it
could
just
be
so
a
happens
criminal. But I do like 5. 5 was very good. I might play that again after I
It's-
get through my backlog of every game ever.
super good.
And they actually just hit some more controversy for a different reason. The newest expansion with the casino and the gambling and all that got banned in a bunch of countries, like a ton of countries, because you can't do simulated gambling, and you actually pay money. You can pay cash money for credits at the casino, I think, or at least you pay like for the shark card, and you can use that money. So there's like a connection to real life gambling, which just a bunch of countries were like no go on that.
That's really.
But you can use a VPN. Which brings us to our commercial break. The Autosave Podcast is sponsored by Crash and Cosmic going to work and working their job and supporting themselves
and
the
women.
People they care about.
Yeah.
And my cats. Thank you.
Back to the show. This next one I personally thoroughly enjoyed. It's just because the insanity of these games. The Postal series.
Postal.
As the name suggests, Postal follows a man with mental health problems as he kills civilians and law enforcement. The game was popular enough that sequels, spin-offs, and a not-so-great film were all made.
That's very generous to say not so great film.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I don't know if you've seen it.
I have not. I don't know if I want to.
Is Uwe Boll? You know Uwe Boll.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
The director. He directed
yeah.
Blood Rain and House of the Dead.
Yep.
And every other bad movie.
Every other bad video game movie?
Yeah. It's bad.
Yeah.
He like shoots a bunch of kids, which...
Cool. Way to go, Uwe Boll. Its sequel, Postal 2, which we talked about last week, was banned in New Zealand, Australia, Malaysia, Germany, and Sweden. Because you can pee on people.
Is that it? Is that the specific reason? That's the line?
Yeah. That's the line in Malaysia.
So you can take a shovel, smack someone's head off, burn it, and kick it down the street on your way to the grocery store.
As long as you hit the goal.
As long as you hit the goal,
yep.
And you don't pee on anybody.
And then you yell, goal.
Gola, gola, gola.
Yeah, but we talked about that one last week. Number 9. Now, you said this one was just made to have controversy.
Hatred.
Yep.
Hatred. You remember when this came out?
I don't even remember this game.
It was like... I mean, this one is, I think... Oh yeah, it's $6. $6.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
it's $6.
That's $6. Hatred is a violent twin-stick shooter in which you take the role of the antagonist, fighting against all humanity. You pretty much just go and kill a bunch of people.
Yeah, so in my note here, Hatred, the sole purpose of this game is essentially to engage in a genocide crusade in New York City. Its adult-only rating kept it from being sold in most retail stores, while its extreme violence got it temporarily pulled from Steam. I think it's back, though, right? You said?
Yeah, it's on now.
No thanks.
One of the reviews says, "Why can't I pacifist run this game? Bad game. 0 out of 10." That would be cool, though. I mean, there should be...
To have a pacifist mode in Hatred?
Just to, like, choose to not kill anybody.
Yeah, but then you couldn't... I guess you could set it up like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's an edgelord game. He's got long hair and a trench coat. It's like, whatever. It's actually... It's recent reviews are very positive. Overall reviews are mostly positive, so...
For Hatred?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's not... This game is mental. Violence, and you will love it. Reminds me of what I do in Minecraft villages. Whoa, nihilism at its best. Loved every second of the game. It's just...
Anyway.
It's a game that just sparked controversy just to sell copies.
You want to know about a game that sparks controversy? Then you better take a look at number 10. This game is called JFK Reloaded, 2004, right? This game is billed as a historical simulation It recreated the assassination of President John F. Kennedy, with players taking on the role of assassin Lee Harvey Oswald. Not surprisingly, Kennedy's family, in this case Senator Ted Kennedy, condemned the game. Like, that one I think is over the line. That would be like in GTA. That would be like in GTA if they were like, side mission, Princess Diana, run her over.
You telling me you wouldn't play that?
Maybe.
I probably wouldn't play that. It's horrible.
That's why I said maybe.
Well, let me see. Because is this designed to be? It just says recreate, right? It says to recreate it.
Look, I'm about to look. Let's do this.
All right, let's do this.
What is up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Simulation Science.
Hold on. Give me a second.
I don't know, man.
Window capture.
Oh, so there is like there is a point system apparently.
Yeah. Why you no work?
Sundays. Now,
Wow.
you probably have your mouth
Okay.
open right about now and saying, wow, there's actually a game for this, and yes, there is. This is JFK Reloaded.
Well, then I'm gonna have to. You're gonna get a little behind the scenes because I'm about to take. You're gonna see everything.
He's just gonna show it.
You're gonna just see it all. I'm gonna show. Oh.
Nice.
Oh, hold on. Boink. There we go.
There we go. Okay.
I've had this game for about 3 or 4 weeks.
I'm gonna turn this down and just get into the game here. Hit shot number 1. Hit JFK in the brain and kill him. Yeah, because it tells you how it happened and the forensic analysis of your. Like, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
Look at
Okay.
this. Here we go. Oh, look. I am Lee Harvey Oswald.
Oh, it's got realistic brain physics.
Jesus. What the fuck? Oh, look. Secret Service down.
No.
They're just booking it away. Oh, it shows you a replay of him, like, staring at you. It's like...
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, this...
I could see that being a problem. I will say that.
Yeah.
That is inappropriate. And
Yeah.
I mean, I could see like using it as a tool to figure out what happened.
Yeah, but I don't know.
If something happened, I mean,
Yeah.
who knows?
Terrax, FBI, open up.
Oh, we're talking about it. We're gonna crack the code.
What code?
We're gonna figure out what happened
Oh, yeah.
to JFK.
Sure.
There's a cover up.
Have
Marilyn Monroe shot him.
Oh.
What?
They did do it, right?
They did it.
They did it a bunch. Happy birthday,
Tell me about Leisure Suit Larry.
Mr. President.
Don't do that, dude. You're right in my ear, okay? Don't do that.
Happy birthday to you.
I'm good.
All right. Leisure Suit Larry. I did not play any of these.
No.
But loaded with lewd humor, sexual innuendo, and a quest to seduce women, this franchise has always been a magnet for controversy. It wasn't until 2004's Leisure Suit Larry Magna Cum Laude, I wish they should have named it Magna Cum Loudly, that things went too far,
You'd
though.
think.
Yeah.
You'd think.
Australia refused to give the game an age classification, essentially banning it from sale due to the inclusion of sex scenes and nudity. Yeah. If that's what you're banning that for, then get ready for GTA 5.
Telling you, Australia was like,
I'm not doing it, mate.
we're not doing it. We're good people.
You just keep your sex on the Barbie.
Keep.
Keep your little shrimp on the Barbie.
keep your shrimp off my Barbie. That's low hanging fruit, man.
Yeah.
We're better than this. We're better than this.
Yeah. I
I
can't
did-
even
you
do an
know-
Australian accent.
I remember the
you?
PS2 Leisure Suit Larry game at GameStop, but I mean, obviously, I never played it. Obviously, I never did.
I've never played it either. Like
Neither do I.
when I knew about it, I was too young, and then when I was older, I didn't care. Pretty much, I just didn't care.
Because there was that sweet spot back before like porn became readily available online, and
Yeah, you know the sweet spot.
there was a sweet spot. You know, remember the Guy game?
Yeah. Wait, what?
The Guy game. It was a PS2 game where the guys would quiz girls at spring break, and if they got it wrong or whatever, then they would flash you. So like that was another game. Yep. And then this one was controversial, and I noticed it's not on the list, and that's totally cool.
Stephanie.
As it turns out, Stephanie didn't know the answer to this question. So they actually, after it came out and it had already been on sale, turns out one of the girls in the game was 17. So they pulled it. Yeah.
Wow.
Not so much controversy as just like bad move, dummies.
Stupid idiot. Yes.
How hard is it? How hard is it to check an ID? Or they probably didn't want to. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Creepers.
They probably didn't
Creepers.
care. So the next one, you can hit the next one because I've played this a shit ton. I have a little story about this game too.
Duke Nukem 3D.
Hell yeah, dog. Yeah.
Not only did Duke Nukem 3D feature violence and gore, but it also included nudity in the form of women the main character encountered throughout gameplay. Australia initially refused to grade the game for sale until developer 3D Realms included a parental lock option. See, my glasses are messed up. Like they're just scratched to shit, so I can't see.
Yeah.
And
that's what it is.
another excuse is I'm very bad at reading.
Okay, dude. You write these long like reviews of games, immaculate. Could read those like nothing. But shit that I write, you're like countries.
It's beautiful.
So, little fun story about Duke Nukem 3D. When this game came out, or when I played it for the first time, I cannot remember how old I was. I think I was just in middle school. But
The sweet spot.
Yeah. So my babysitter lived 2 houses down, and they had a computer with Duke Nukem 3D on it, and the husband let me play it. And I just remember the last fight where you're on the football field. Like you're fighting the big monster on the football field.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I really remember when I was younger, but I just remember my babysitter letting me play Duke Nukem 3D.
I remember the strip club, and you'd hit the space bar, and he'd throw money at him.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Mine was better.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You just sound like James Brown.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You did. You went Kool-Aid Man with it.
It was if the shoe fits, take a drink.
Fuck it. Yeah, so the next one on the list is one that I was saying, like, why is this on the list and compared to the other ones? It's Perfect Dark. Compared to many games on the list, first-person shooter Perfect Dark that came out in 2000 may seem a bit tame. Yeah. Still, it was the first M-rated game to appear on the Nintendo console. Did you know that? First M-rated game on any Nintendo console.
That's crazy because they didn't add much more violence than
GoldenEye had. Yeah. I know, it's weird. 'Tis weird, my friends.
It's weird. I love that game though.
It is really good. Do you have
I have it.
For the
64?
You do? Didn't they remade it for something?
They
Rare the Rare Replay on Xbox One.
Mm-hmm.
Super fun. Next on the list, this one's kind of tame as far it's Doom, the 1993 version of Doom mixed with graphic violence and satanic imagery, guaranteeing it would be a controversial title. It was initially banned in Germany, though that restriction was lifted 17 years later. 17 years later. 2000,
that's crazy.
2010.
I mean, the satanic imagery is like that was always the big thing back in the 90s.
Yeah.
It was like Marilyn Manson and Doom, evil.
Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie, evil. Doom was blamed for
The
the
Gin
Columbine
Blossoms.
shooting. The Gen Blossoms are evil, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't even.
I'm not.
Don't joke
I'm not
like
even.
that. Don't joke like that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they blamed Doom for Columbine and Marilyn
they
Manson.
Really?
Yep. Yep.
I think I remember that. Actually.
Yeah, because they played it once, and video games always get blamed. They always get blamed. Scoops. Scoops ahoy.
Yeah.
I think we're in a good spot now because Doom 2016 was more violent and arguably more satanic,
and that one
and everybody loved it.
Yeah.
And I loved it. And I got the platinum on that a little while ago. I already talked about that. Everyone knows. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
People know. People just don't care. That's fine.
Like 4 people that listen to our podcast know.
What's up? What's up, people?
What's up, dudes? So this next one we actually did talk about last week.
Yeah, 6 days in Fallujah.
You want to re-explain it?
The story of a group of U.S. Marines.
No, you have to say it. You have to say that sentence like the Brady Bunch.
What? Like the Brady Bunch?
Story of a group of Marines.
Of a group of U.S.
criticism
Marines.
from military members.
After it was announced.
The way that you said it at first, you're like the story, and I just thought of Brady
a group
Bunch.
of Marines. That was the second biggest battle of the Iraq War. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, when you have a game based on real events with real, countries and militaries, it's gonna be. And I agree with that. I could see that because, like, if you had a family member that died in Fallujah, you probably wouldn't want a company to make a game about it and then make a bunch of money off of it because that's just kind of shitty. So I wouldn't
want them making a game about how I shit my pants when I was working at a hotel once.
When you were working where?
I was working at the bistro at a hotel, and I shit my pants. I sharted once. I had to go to the bathroom and take off my underwear.
Just throw it away. God damn it.
And dude, it was like we opened. I got there at 4. The bistro opened at 5. This is like 5:30. I thought it was gonna be a fart.
It wasn't.
It wasn't a fart.
Squirts everywhere.
Yeah, it was. I loved that pair of boxers too.
Here's what you do, and I've done this, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Go up to, like, when you got like a group of employees all hanging out, just walk up to them and say, hypothetically, if you shit your pants, would you go home from work? They're automatically going to assume you shit your pants. So they're all going to get weird. And then they're going to be like, did you shit your pants? You're going to, no, I'm asking you hypothetically.
Yeah.
And then they won't believe you, and it really weirds them out, and it's really, really funny.
Just say hypothetically anything.
Yeah, hypothetically, I'm hungry.
Hypothetically, I spilled hot sauce on my dong. What would you do?
I got my dong stuck in the ceiling fan again. What would you do?
Fuck it.
Next game. Oh god.
Have you played this one?
I never even heard of this one.
I haven't either. Kingpin: Life of Crime. This game proved controversial in part as the first high-profile FPS released after the massacre at Columbine High School. Its portrayal of violence earned in mention in the U.S. Senate. Some stores, including Toys R Us, refused to carry it.
Because I remember
the time
in September. Oh yeah.
You copy pastaing?
Always.
Okay.
Nope. I don't even. Did this come out?
I don't know.
Was it released?
I think so.
I feel like it was. Yeah, because it was basically like, Columbine was really not the first of its kind, but one of the most publicized, like, massacres ever. So as soon as like the first violent thing came out, they were like, "You're gonna make people go crazy and shoot up everybody."
Yeah, but
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm watching like video of this game, and I mean it doesn't. It just seems like a normal game.
Well, that's the thing though, is it ties into Doom because people blame Doom. This looks like Doom, but it looks way better than Doom,
Oh
honestly.
yeah, yeah,
But people freaked, they freaked out.
yeah. But I mean, like it's just you going through and killing enemies. You know what I mean? I guess I don't really know the story.
You got to put yourself in that time though. Look it through
Right,
that lens.
right. Yeah, yeah. I get you. Now the next one, I can understand why people would give this controversy.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you something. Okay, so it's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Specifically,
No rush.
this game drew heavy criticism for its No Russian mission, which allows you to take part in a mass shooting attack at a Moscow airport and murder civilians. The mission was removed entirely from the game in Russia. The game was altered in Japan and Germany to trigger a mission failed screen if players shot enemy civilians as well. But did you know that you do not have to fire a shot in that level to pass it?
I did hear that.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Do
And
not
they
have
give
to
you
fire
an
a shot.
option to skip it right at the beginning of the game.
They do. Yep. So I can understand why that mission would be under heavy criticism. I mean, in that game for that matter. But on the other hand, it's like they gave you all the tools to not do that. It's
Yeah.
like GTA to me in a sense, where it's like, sure, you can drive over cops and pedestrians and blow up everybody, but you don't have to. I mean,
Yeah.
sure, some missions you have to kill people, but those people deserved it.
All the time.
Yeah.
Every time.
So,
So
yeah.
let's see. I couldn't tell. 2010, I think it came out. 2009, it was released.
Yeah.
I'm sure that coincides with some mass shooting that happened because really, any day of the week could coincide with the shooting nowadays. But I think that there was some shooting that might have happened, and it was because I remember like that level leaked before the game came out, and I was like, "There's no way that's real," because you're just like you got the saw and you're just cutting people down, throwing hand grenades and whatnot. But it's not senseless. It is a part of the story, and it is a huge plot point in the story. So it exists for a reason, and it's not just there just to be controversial.
So in April, let's see, March 29th, 2009, 8 people died in a shooting at the Pine Lake Health and Rehab Nursing Home in Carthage, North Carolina. The gunman was targeting an estranged wife. Oh no. No, April 3rd. An immigration center in Binghamton, New York, before committing suicide, killing 3 people and wounding 4. So I mean, there's a bunch in that year. So I think that
Yeah,
it's going to get that controversy just because there is that people's minds are always on it. You know what I mean?
right.
I don't think they're gonna stop. It's just
No,
people are people.
and duty
unfortunately.
always tries to one up themselves.
Yeah,
you
I
know,
mean,
with the shock factor. So
I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy that mission and have fun when I played it.
it's a video game. I had a
Yeah.
wonderful time. They did really good, and
And
like
the
you said-
narrative of the story,
yeah, absolutely.
you don't.
It
I didn't
added
really.
a lot.
Yeah. You want to hit number 18? I think
Sure.
you played this one. I did not.
There's a good chance I did. I don't know what it is. Silent Hill Homecoming.
Yep.
The 6th installment in the Silent Hill franchise was also the most graphic, due to its content, which included torture, dismembered bodies, and decapitations. The game was banned in Australia and Germany.
Australia. I'm sensing a theme here.
I'm sensing a common factor.
A common denominator,
I have
you might say.
Homecoming. I have it. I
It's a good jam.
remember liking it when I played it when it came out all those years ago. Yeah, I think that there's some pretty messed up stuff in that one as far as like dismemberment and like torture and things like that. But
Yeah,
Silent
I
Hill
have a
2 will always be more disturbing to me no matter what.
Why? No, you say disturbing, not controversial, right?
Yeah. More disturbing. Because it hits some
Dark
goes
spots.
to some dark places, and it's not about. And of course, I like keeping things simple. Keep it simple. you don't need to make things complicated. Just keep it simple.
Just keep it.
It's the unknown. It's all that. And Homecoming was much more. It was much more like kind of on the nose. And I know that I haven't actually seen any of the stuff that the controversial stuff, so I can't comment on it. But
Yeah.
maybe that'll be something that we play. Who knows? I think that
you-
sounds like a great idea.
Did you play this? Did you play Left Behind? Eternal Forces?
No, I don't.
2018?
Is that the Kurt Cameron and Nicolas Cage reboot movie of the Rapture? Yeah, the
yeah.
Left Behind book series.
Based on the Left Behind book series, Eternal Forces gained a lot of negative attention. Set after the Rapture, you wander around New York City trying to convert those left behind to Christianity, or just kill them.
You can kill them?
Apparently.
Man, where's this game at?
Man, what is it called?
Left Behind.
Eternal Forces. I don't want
I
the
bet you can't
trailer. I
even.
want gameplay.
Oh man. The
come
trailer,
on.
I probably didn't even get out of there.
No, I think it did. I think you got to play it. Yeah, you got to play it.
Oh, the mission complete.
Yeah, it looks like it's a top-down.
man.
Oh, it's an RTS.
It's an RTS.
It's an RTS.
It looks like Syndicate or Satellite Rain if you ever played those games.
You're speaking Japanese to me.
Satellite Rain.
Yeah, but that one just struck me as a little funny.
So I'm wondering if it's the converting people to Christianity or just killing them that was controversial. But anytime you get anything religious in video games, it's almost always going to be controversial in some way or another.
Yeah. I think this next one on the list is something that we kind of knew would be controversial. South Park? South Park, The Stick of Truth.
Controversial?
That's crazy. You're talking crazy.
You're talking crazy.
Publisher Ubisoft opted to censor portions of this game for international audiences, including its alien anal probe scene. Nazi-related imagery was also removed from the German version. Oh, you don't say?
Yeah, which in Germany you have to. They don't associate themselves with anything Nazi-related anymore. It's very, very like Wolfenstein. I'm pretty sure they have completely removed anything Nazi-related.
So they just have no game?
Pretty much. Or they just do like some knockoff swastika style of image.
And they probably changed the voices to be like non-German voices. Just like some Irish dude.
I think they probably kept it German.
You think so?
They know.
They know.
I wonder, they know.
Yeah, but if you guys have played South Park and the Stick of Truth, I'm sure you know why it is the way it is. Although this next one is I think the last two are the worst. Number 21, the name of the game is called Ethnic Cleansing.
I know this one.
Ethnic Cleansing is a first-person shooter game released in 2002 by white nationalist organization National Alliance. In the game, which takes place during a race war, the player controls either a neo-Nazi or a KKK member who is given the job of killing various stereotypical minority characters, with the final boss being former Israeli Prime Minister Ariel Sharon. As you can imagine, this game was hugely controversial and was criticized greatly for its racist and just generally awful content.
And it looks terrible too. The graphics are awful. If that means anything, if that adds anything,
that helps.
Content,
if that helps more.
It's.
Yeah.
I mean, when you get a game, I'm surprised that they actually found somebody to like code this game. Like, you figure that you'd have a neo-Nazi that can actually like program a video
this
game.
Looks terrible.
Yeah, your draw distance is like 3 feet in front of you.
Oh my god, one of the flyers says too white to be hate crime victims. And it's a picture of 4 white people. That is cool. You guys really hit the nail on the head on this one. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah. Oh my god. his shirt says something offensive. I can't say it because of my skin color.
I would just choose to.
All I know is this game is
Just say it, bro.
Nigs.
We are the most unchill podcast on the internet.
Dude,
I have my cat behind me now.
His shirt says Nigs.
That's not. You can't say that.
Dude, but it just blows me away. Like, how is this a game?
We'll see. It's not like it was ever meant to be released.
Hey, look, these character models look supremely racist.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm offended.
If I do, and it's a sensitive
God, it's
topic.
so bad.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, there's a cat behind you now.
Yeah. That's Tiny Cat.
Hi, Tiny Cat. Is he the one with one eye?
Yep. She got one eyeball. Pain in my ass. Yeah, that's
a rough one.
That's a rough one. Real quick, I'd like to go back to Wolfenstein real quick.
Yeah.
I found a
all
video.
the way back to number 1.
Oh yeah, look at that. Well, no, we were talking about Germany censorship.
Oh, that's right.
So they actually did change the symbol. It has this. It's the same red flag, white circle, but different symbol in the middle. And they, for certain characters, they changed things about them. You said you beat Wolfenstein 2?
Yeah.
They took off Hitler's mustache. There's no mustache.
He's a no mustache.
All right, and we got one more.
One more. This is you, my friend.
Ripley.
What the fuck?
I think you mean Ripley. Ripley's, yeah. Believe it or not.
Believe it or not. That's yep.
Oh, and that's a word
is.
that I have trouble saying.
Yeah.
Here it is. We've finally come to the most abhorrent, and that's a word, and offensive game ever created. Ripley. I don't know, man.
It just sounds.
You know what? It's all bad. Released in Japan in 2006, this abomination of a video game has players take the role of a male character who stalks and rapes a mother and her 2 daughters. Thank you for making me read this.
I didn't realize. I forgot it. This is said in it.
Numerous countries have banned the game, and rightfully so. The game offers nothing of value to anybody. Well, except rapists, we suppose. I did not write this.
I didn't write it either. I pulled it
really?
from a web. Yeah, I pulled this from a website.
Oh, okay.
It was one of those websites where it had like a picture and then underneath, and you could click on like the arrow that goes to the next picture.
Yeah.
I just copied.
It simply allows the player to follow and eventually sexually assault females in a wide variety of positions. There's absolutely zero reason for this game to exist.
Yeah.
I agree.
Especially with ethnic cleansing, literally no reason for these to exist. Other than to be completely and utterly offensive.
Those two are different, because like all these other ones, there's some purpose to them. These last ones are just...
He's telling me there's a purpose to Custer's revenge.
Okay, well... besides, those 3, and then all the other ones, except for those 3... Well, maybe there's another one.
Hatred.
JFK Reloaded. I don't know. That could be
JFK
entertaining.
Reloaded. Yeah, I guess you're probably right.
Like I said, the National Alliance made ethnic cleansing just...
Yeah. That's
got to be so rare to have a neo-Nazi that can make a video game. That's got to be like the rarest like cross-section of interests.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I don't understand it at all.
I don't understand it at all.
Anyway, I think on that one, I think I've exhausted everything I have for this.
Yeah. I think though that it is important that video games stay controversial.
Yeah. Because
you have the things that can be that you can get a lot out of, like Grand Theft Auto series. You're not going to get some like profound meaning out of it, but it can give you a lot, and it can make a very interesting story. It can push characters further and make for a good story. And then there's things that are just made out of
spite, or not spite, but
hatred,
yeah,
and
like hatred.
Ignorance.
Yeah, like these last two, supremely ignorant.
Yeah,
just made it completely out of ignorance.
Yeah.
I agree with all your points, my friend.
Germany does a good job.
They
They do a good job.
So does Australia.
Shaving off Hitler's mustache.
But yeah, I kind of like this format. We're gonna do more like this. We're gonna kind of talk about stuff that you can go back and listen to, and it's not, specific to news or times or whatever. But snooze, baby, snooze.
But look forward, because I am looking forward to our new video style of videos.
Me too.
We're gonna do, because we do want to do gameplay. We've always wanted to do gameplay.
Yeah, and we wanted to kind of do streams, but the streams have kind of been this thing where we don't have time to do it. So we're gonna try to get together and do like a bunch of games in a day, like maybe play 3 or 4 games in a day. So we have 4 games for like a month to release videos for, and then hopefully you guys watch. Just check us out on YouTube. Just search the Autosave Podcast. You can also check us out on Instagram. Kazmiik Gaming, Kazmiik, 2 eyes like my face, and you can catch Crash at Instagram. That's weird. What's your Instagram?
My Instagram is CrashFistfightLIVE.
Boom. You can also check the Autosave Podcast out on Instagram at AutosavePodcast, and Twitter at AutosavePod. You can also email us
more on our Instagram
and our Twitter
and our Twitter.
Everything.
I posted on the Twitter.
Did you?
For this.
Was it a picture of your booty butts?
Yeah.
And then we should also get some more emails from people. Send us an email with questions, comments, things you think we should talk about, topics. TheAutosavePod@gmail.com. Thank you guys for listening. Thanks for watching. Check us out every week. We'll try to post some new podcasts, but you can always rewatch this on twitch.tv/TheAutosavePodcast. And subscribe to that. Follow us so you know when we go live, so you can watch it before you hear it. Anything else you got to say? Crash.
Shout out to J Dog in chat. I love you, buddy. Miss you.
J Dog. Shout out to J Dog. Shout out to my boy Jason, who I work with. I think he was supposed to watch today. Thank you, brother.
You better have. Otherwise, we're not working with you anymore. Done.
I am. I have to.
No, you're done.
Sorry, Jason. I can't work with you anymore unless you watched.
Well, I'm out of Diet Coke.
He just texted me and said, "Hey, we still get to work together."
Now you can still work together.
Yeah,
that is wonderful.
All right, that's it. What's this?
I'm going to be streaming tomorrow.
You are?
Pretty much all
cool.
day. Yes.
That's weird.
But
cool.
I'm streaming all day tomorrow.
Are you?
Is that weird?
Yeah.
You're weird.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, watch out for Crash Fist Fight. Twitch.tv/CrashFistfight. Crash
The Autosave Podcast. This hosts my channel.
Cool. So
we're doing Uncharted. We're gonna finish Uncharted 4.
You're actually finishing it tomorrow?
I'm gonna try.
Okay, baby.
Okay, baby. And then we're gonna just be trying to figure out my capture card because it's just really weird. So
cool.
Sorry, no gaming video this week. I can't figure out the door I got. I get it. Okay. I get it.
You get it?
I
well,
get
cool.
it.
Let me know if you need any help with that, brother.
I will. We should probably go over it real quick after this.
Will do. Cool. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. Thanks for listening. Check us out on iTunes podcast or Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Pie, and SoundCloud.
And Spotify.
I said that. Thank you.
Oh, well, double up on that. That's really cool. It is. It's dope.
All right. Okay. We're going.
Bye.
Bye.